Well, ni hao everybody, my name is April Jabs, and today we were playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's not what it looks like. It's not one of those other kind of dating sim games. This is actually a lot different. It's gonna be a journey of a ride, is what I've heard about this game. But it's not what it looks like, so don't be fooled. This is all a rouge. This is all fake. It's all a lie. Something bad is coming up in the behind the scenes. But actually, this is actually in the genre of like the horror, spooky, scary games. Not completely sure how, but we're gonna find out. And we're gonna go ahead and start a new game here. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Hey! Hi, hello, who am I speaking to? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she just don't care, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh, so it's Sayori. Ha! Ha! Okay. Oh, okay, so this is gonna be kind of one of those games where I can make voices because I'm just be reading the whole time. So, this is gonna be Sayori's voice.
Hey, I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
Oh, by the way, I named myself Jabby. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jabby.
Well, if people stare at you or for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Jabby, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking for one either, I guess.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Well, dang, how rude am I? Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Well, okay, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out. I came in.
Goodness gracious. But I'm just spacing out looking at the wall like, duh. But okay, I guess she's here now, so, what are you here about?
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. There is no way I'm going to your club.
Yeah, me neither.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club members I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. You're putting me in an awkward situation here. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
All right, fine. I'm making this point clear now. I'm only going because it's free cupcakes. That is the only reason I'm going, for the free cupcakes. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. And the only time ever in my life I ever sold my soul is for a cupcake.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I am not. Yes, I'm also Batman. I glanced around the room. Girl 1 with no name, okay.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Shiori always says nice things about you.
I'm now gonna give her a really high-pitched voice.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere!
Oh, Jabby, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I don't know, I can't think of another girl voice. I go like really high, really soft, and like in midway. I can't think of a fourth. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible girls. I mean, cupcakes! It's a whole train of them! All the cupcakes in the world. Who can say no to that?
What are you looking at?
The cupcakes. I made that very clear. The cupcakes.
If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Shiori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Shiori says that quiet in my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Shiori and Natsuki.
It sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right?
That's right. That's right? That's right. What if I just gave her a really low voice? That would be funny. That's right. It's great to see you again, Jabby.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I ate them. I'll get them. Sorry. I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? Woo!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
Shiori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow.
It's delicious.
Shiori talks with her mouth full. Oh wait, so it's probably like,
She's just delicious.
thank you, Natsuki.
What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Shiori said,
Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy.
you keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid to answer this question. Oh, I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Shiori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Shiori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I don't know why, I'm sticking with it. She's getting a deep voice. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream, or that dream.
So, Gabby, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps it quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them are amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. Because we all know, as I've stated many times before, I'm only here for the cupcakes. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that, but it's a story that makes me think, or takes me to another world, and I really couldn't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud! Give it back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poem.
I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jabby? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I boldly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Other than the cupcakes. I've only been thinking about the cupcakes. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls staring at me at dejected eyes. Are they looking at the cupcake that smell my face? I ate like 5 of them at once. They're too good to pass up. I'm defenseless against these girls and the cupcakes that are still on the tray that I will be eating in just a moment. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls and the cupcakes and all the cupcakes. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy. And you really just...
Oh, that's gonna hurt my voice.
And you really just came in for the cupcakes.
Which I did. Made that very clear in the beginning.
I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Wait, why is Monica the only one with like the swooshiest hair? It's like her hair is slapped Natsuki in the face. Welcome to the Literature Club. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once again. Jabby, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Hey, Jabby, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. And more cupcakes. Because goodness gracious, I love the cupcakes. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of the circumstances and I'm sure a good version will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Alright, so who likes what now? Valentine. Okay, that's Natsuki. Sunset. That's Sayori. Dark. Oh, okay. So, I don't know who likes what. Melancholy. Okay. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Okay. Nah, don't worry about that. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'll keep my word.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserved any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
What is up with that girl? She's like always on our case for no reason. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuttering between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature. Jamie always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Oh, Yuri's getting jealous. Oh.
How come? You and Jamie can become good friends too.
As usual, Yuri seems oblivious to the weird situation that she just put me into. Like, come on! Come on! You're like the worst wing person ever. Like, come on! Alright, anyway.
Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
What? Wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any suggestion from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it.
This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? How? How in the world? Accidentally being so cute. But I need to remember, I'm only here for the cupcakes. That's the only reason why I'm here. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Time passed. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slipped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related, but by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
It doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
In that case, don't you think food will be a trick? Or do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Natsuki makes the best cupcakes.
That wasn't why you suggested it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Whoa! Well, okay, you're really close.
Yeah, sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club? Napping plus cupcake sounds like a great plan to me.
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know.
I have like a backlog of One Piece to catch up on. You know, there's like a plethora of 800 videos or episodes to watch. I'm still on the 300th something episode. True life problems.
You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud.
You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over your face.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Well, dang! You don't even have a brush. Nobody has a brush. Nobody but you in your hand. Okay, man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here.
Nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Because dang, I seem to be like some sort of jerk.
Hey, you meaty.
Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focused on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
Yee. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come and wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was just joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Jabby, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I feel to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I guess. I just put a whole bunch of words together. Hope they rhymed. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's here, why don't you find someone to share with? I can actually choose. I mean, I guess if I'm going to share my poem with anyone, I guess it would be Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Okay.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Jabby. I had no idea you were so good at writer.
Sayori? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, I just put jumbled words together.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
I'm sure Yuri's opinion will be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because it's for me?
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people do, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a jabbing poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in a club room, thinking to myself like, goodness, this girl's going nuts. Yeah, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Jabby. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only real good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here. Only for the cupcakes, It's only why I'm here. The cupcakes. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Music just changed? Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Huh, that reminds me of something.
What is going on here?
I love that meme. Okay, alright. Sayori? This is just a guess, but, did you wait until this morning to write this?
No!
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean! I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made extra toast,
Man, that sounds really good right about now.
and I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Natsuki's next. This is gonna tear my voice apart.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get spanked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. Again, people can try. But that's about it. Okay. What was that? What's up with that bad, like, flute player in the background?
I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am? Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you to do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I can pro. I'm glad you learned something. You can learn. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. Alright, next person is Yori. Okay. Yuri stares at the poem. It passes more than enough time for her to finish reading.
I forgot to start speaking. I just need to put my thoughts into words. This is the first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that I might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad?
No! Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry.
It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers.
And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they're trying to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from their topic, or from the topic matter, and they fit them together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, there's not something you can be blamed for.
There are so many different skills and techniques
That go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it.
Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Wow, it's not bad. I have to say that's not bad.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't even thinking about that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very well. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jabby.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you like that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Okay, alright, last one's Monica! Hi, Jabby. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, for things we can do, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Jabby. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I have Monica my poem. Uh-huh. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Ah, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring it with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, it's totally unexpected. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own styles of writing, or kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. Well, that went deep real fast. And he on the other side was looking in. Oh goodness, wow. No wonder she's a president. So, what did you think? It's interesting. Freeform? If that's what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ah ha ha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of people have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines when performing out loud. It can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific topic or a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, I guess that was everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into.
What's with this language?
you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try to that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jamie did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jabi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, goodness, it got quiet. Oh, it's getting real. Oh.
ow! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Oh, here it comes. That's not what I meant. You're just... Maybe you're just jealous that Jabi appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Huh? Is everyone okay?
Natsuki, that's a little bit.
This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started it! She can be mean! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place! What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That the meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Have me explain that to her, Jabi!
There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jabi? Well, why am I in this position?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Why? Why do I have to choose? I don't know these people that well. I guess I'll go Sayori's. It's the only one I really know. Natsuki! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to reject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Yuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
Oh, dang. Shots fired. Goodness gracious.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy.
Oh, look at the get along music in the background.
My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because...
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monica. Oops. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. It's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I don't know if that was a backhanded compliment if I ever did see one. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. And why is she the only one with like this weird swooshy hair like pose? Okay, everyone. it's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learned something from your friends today. So your poems will turn out even better. Okay, I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes.
Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. It surely has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Alright, well, we all come. Sayori! About what happened earlier. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
It's nice that I can get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Well, the one that she put me in, she pretty much dragged me in this whole situation. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really have to stop here? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an intentional monologue sometimes. Goodness gracious, we have a weird relationship, Sayori.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. It's an interesting experience. Well, okay, guys, I'm gonna end this episode here for today. And if you guys would like to see more, this kind of game, again, it's not what it looks like. It's actually a weird game. But in the comments down below, if you guys would like to, tell me which one of them I should lean towards in writing poems. Let me know what your thoughts are. I want to get a little bit of interactiveness with this. Anyway, if you guys liked it, why not click that like button? If you want to see more, click the like button as well. And if you're new around these parts, why not click that subscribe button down below. Prepare yourself for more awesome videos to come your way. Now, my name is Uncle Jabs, and I'll tell you love people on the flippity side. Goodbye!